Welcome to the AI React podcast, where we react to everything and anything.
Hey.
I'm Isaac, and today we're diving deep into a West Coast hip-hop classic.
Ooh, yeah.
How We Do by The Game.
Nice.
Featuring 50 Cent.
And I'm Annie. This song was massive back in 2004.
Really was.
Really solidifying The Game's place in the rap scene.
Absolutely.
With his debut album, The Documentary.
Okay, you mentioned massive, but just how big of a hit are we talking?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what makes this track stand out from all the other great hip-hop coming out at the time?
Well, for starters, How We Do charted high not only in the U.S.,
Okay.
peaking at number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Wow.
But it was a global phenomenon.
Really?
Hitting the charts in the U.K., Ireland,
Wow.
Netherlands, Switzerland, Germany, New Zealand.
It was everywhere.
You name it.
Wow, number 4 on Billboard.
It's huge.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Especially for a debut artist. Seems like this song really resonated with a lot of people.
Absolutely. It signaled that the game was a force to be reckoned with. But here's the thing.
Okay.
The Wikipedia article mentions it fell down the charts pretty quickly. Why do you think that happened?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It did stay on the charts for 28 weeks,
Right.
which is still a good run.
Yeah.
But maybe it was just a really competitive time in hip-hop.
It could be,
Yeah.
you know? Think about the sheer volume of releases coming out of the Shady Aftermath G-Unit camp at that time.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Eminem was at his peak.
Yeah,
50 Cent was dominating the airwaves.
for sure.
And then you had all the other G-Unit members like Lloyd Banks
Yep.
and Young Buck also releasing music.
So maybe too much of a good thing.
Yeah.
Like maybe some of those artists were cannibalizing each other's success a little bit.
It's possible. That kind of label saturation definitely creates internal competition for
Yeah.
attention and airtime.
Right.
But wouldn't it also help boost everyone's visibility? I mean, they were all riding this wave of popularity together.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
It's kind of a double-edged sword, isn't it? On the one hand, you've got this incredible platform and support system.
Yeah,
But on the other hand, it's got to be tough to stand out from the crowd when everyone's putting out great music.
exactly. But regardless of its chart performance, we can't deny the lasting impact of the How We Do music video,
Oh, for sure.
directed by Hype Williams.
Oh, yeah.
It's visually stunning and really captures the vibe of the era.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Those LA night shots,
Yes.
the luxury cars,
Oh.
a Dodge Magnum for The Game,
I know.
and a Cadillac Escalade for 50 Cent.
So good.
It's like a time capsule
Totally.
of early 2000s hip-hop aesthetics.
Yeah.
And the cameos, Dr. Dre,
Oh, yeah.
Olivia,
Yeah.
DJ Quick.
Love it.
It's a who's who of West Coast hip-hop royalty.
For sure.
Yeah. But I think what's really fascinating is how well the video has aged.
Oh, yeah.
It still has over 215 million views on YouTube
Wow.
as of April 2024. Clearly, it continues to resonate with people.
It does.
People
It definitely speaks to the enduring appeal of that era.
Cool.
And speaking of things that have aged well,
Okay.
let's talk about the lyrics. That hook, sung by 50 Cent,
Oh, man.
is pure braggadocio,
It is.
perfectly capturing the confident, almost arrogant style that was so prevalent in hip-hop at the time.
This is how we do. We make a move and act a fool while we up in the club. It's so catchy. And instantly gets you hyped up.
Yes.
But beyond just bragging,
Right.
the game's verses add a layer of depth with his personal story.
Right. He talks about his rise from the Compton slums to fame,
Yeah.
detailing his early days selling drugs,
Wow.
and the profound impact of Dr. Dre's mentorship.
You hear that in the line, Dre found me in the slums, now I'm worth millions. It's a classic hip-hop narrative
Yeah.
of struggle, hustle, and ultimately triumph.
And I think that's why it resonated with so many listeners.
I agree.
It wasn't just about being rich and famous.
Right.
It was about overcoming adversity and achieving your dreams against all odds.
It's a message that's still relevant today, no matter your background.
Totally.
But let's not forget about 50 Cent's verse.
Oh, yeah. 50
He comes in with a different perspective,
He does.
boasting about his wealth and success,
Yeah, right.
but also touching on themes of jealousy
Yeah.
and class conflict.
Yeah, he raps, "They call me new money, say I have no class. I'm from the bottom, I came up too fast. The hell if I care, I'm just here to get my cash away. Bougie ass bitches, you can kiss my ass." It's raw
Oh, yeah.
and unapologetic.
There's definitely an edge to it.
Yeah.
Like, he's aware of how people perceive him now that he's wealthy.
Right.
But that line, I put Lamborghini doors on that Escalade,
Oh, yeah.
is pure extravagance.
And that's what's so interesting. We see this juxtaposition between the game's narrative of escaping the slums
Yeah.
And 50 Cent grappling with the complexities of newfound wealth and status.
I see that.
It's more than just bragging.
Yeah.
It's a commentary on the social dynamics surrounding success, especially in hip-hop culture.
It's like they're saying, we made it, and we're not going to apologize for enjoying the fruits of our labor.
Exactly. But what stands out to you most about the game's lyrics?
I think what's fascinating is how the game juxtaposes his newfound wealth with his Compton roots.
Oh, yeah.
He's clearly enjoying the spoils of success, but he's not forgetting where he came from.
Right.
He even throws in a reference to Master P, saying he was selling rocks when Master P was saying,
That's a great point. It's like a grounding force in the midst of all the talk about cars and clubs.
Yeah.
It gives you a sense of his authenticity.
Totally.
Like he's not trying to erase his past,
Right.
but rather use it as a foundation for his present.
It humanizes him. You know, it reminds us that he's still a product of his environment.
For sure.
Even as he's navigating this new world of fame and fortune.
Absolutely. And it adds a layer of complexity to the song that goes beyond just bragging about money and cars.
Speaking of which, there's no shortage of explicit lyrics in this track.
Oh, yeah.
Coke and rum, got weed on the ton.
Right.
Definitely not trying to be subtle.
True. The language is raw and uncensored.
It is.
Which reflects the street culture that both the game and 50 Cent come from.
Yeah.
It's part of what gives the song its edge and authenticity.
But beyond the explicit content, there's also some clever wordplay and metaphors.
Yeah.
For example, the line, I'm banging with my hand up her dress, like, oh.
It's crude.
Yeah.
But playful and kind of demonstrates the art of rapping.
Totally. Rap lyrics are about more than just rhyming words. It's about painting a picture.
Right.
And using language to create an experience for the listener.
And How We Do is a great example of that.
It is.
It's catchy, it's thought-provoking,
yeah,
and a snapshot of a particular time and place in hip-hop history.
It's a song that continues to resonate with listeners today.
It does.
Because it captures the essence of a cultural movement.
Right.
And speaks to universal themes of ambition, struggle, and success. We've talked about the song's success.
Yeah.
The iconic music video, and even started dissecting the lyrics.
We did.
But there's still so much more to unpack. What else about this track is worth exploring?
Well, one thing that really struck me is how this song showcases the game's storytelling ability.
Okay.
He paints such a vivid picture of his life before fame.
He does.
The line, I was selling rocks when Master P was saying is so specific.
It really is.
And instantly transports you back to that era.
That's a great observation. I wonder if that level of detail and honesty contributes to his authenticity.
Possibly.
Why this track resonated with so many people.
It's like he's inviting you into his world.
I can see
sharing his struggles and triumphs in a way that feels genuine and relatable.
It definitely makes you want to learn more about his journey.
Right.
But we'll have to save that for later.
Yeah.
Stay tuned as we continue our deep dive into How We Do right after this.
All right. See you soon. Welcome back to our deep dive into the game's How We Do.
We left off talking about the game's vivid storytelling.
Right.
And that line about Master P really stuck with me.
Yeah.
It's not just a name drop.
Yeah.
It's a cultural timestamp.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It grounds his story in a specific moment in hip-hop history.
Totally. And it highlights the entrepreneurial spirit that was so prevalent in hip-hop at that time.
Definitely.
Master P wasn't just a rapper.
Oh, no.
He was a businessman.
Yeah.
A mogul.
Absolutely.
The game's reference to him suggests an aspiration.
Yeah.
A desire to not just make music,
right,
but to build an empire.
It adds a layer of ambition to his narrative.
For sure.
Beyond just escaping the streets.
Right.
He's aiming for something bigger.
Yeah.
Something that transcends his circumstances.
And speaking of transcending circumstances,
okay,
let's talk about the contrast between the game and 50 Cent's experiences with success.
Right.
The game is still reveling in his newfound wealth.
Yeah.
While 50 Cent is already grappling with its downsides.
He's facing that classic new money dilemma.
Exactly.
People questioning his authenticity.
Yeah.
Accusing him of losing touch with his roots.
Right.
It's a fascinating dynamic
that
adds depth to the song.
It raises some interesting questions.
Yeah.
About class mobility in hip-hop.
Yeah.
Can you really make it without losing a part of yourself? Can you escape the stereotypes associated with your background?
Right. It's like 50 Cent is saying, I'm still the same person even with all this money.
Right.
But the world sees me differently now.
And it's interesting how he addresses that tension.
Okay.
He doesn't try to downplay his success or apologize for his wealth.
Yeah.
He owns it,
Yeah.
He's proud of where he's come from, but he's also not afraid to enjoy the fruits of his labor.
I think that's part of what makes the song so relatable.
Totally.
It acknowledges the complexities of success without offering easy answers.
And it speaks to the idea that there's no one right way to be successful.
Right.
It's a personal journey, and everyone navigates it differently.
But let's shift gears for a moment
Oh,
and
yeah.
talk about the music itself.
Let's do it.
The production by Dr. Dre and Mike Elizondo
Yeah.
is incredible. That signature West Coast sound with the heavy basses, crisp drums, and melodic synths
Oh, yeah.
just draws you in.
It's so masterfully crafted.
Yeah.
The way the beat drops out during the hook,
Oh, yeah.
letting 50 Cent's voice take center stage
Uh-huh.
is so effective.
It's like a call and response.
Yes.
With 50 Cent setting the tone
Uh-huh.
and the game coming in with his raw energy
Right.
and storytelling.
And the way they play off each other's styles
Yeah.
is phenomenal.
I agree.
50 Cent's smooth delivery contrasts perfectly with the game's aggressive flow.
It creates this dynamic tension that keeps you hooked
Yes.
from beginning to end.
And we can't forget about the song's cultural impact.
Oh, yeah.
How We Do was more than just a hit.
Yeah.
It was a cultural touchstone.
It really,
That influenced everything from fashion to slang.
everyone was trying to emulate the game in 50 Cent style.
For sure.
The baggy clothes, the
But,
bling,
yeah.
the swagger.
Totally.
It was a moment when hip hop was really shaping popular culture.
And that's what's so amazing about music.
I know.
It can be a reflection of society,
Yeah,
a form of personal expression, and a driving force for cultural change,
for sure.
all at the same time.
But what do you think it is about this song that makes it so enduring? Why are we still talking about it almost 20 years later?
I think it's because it captures a specific moment in time
Okay.
while also speaking to universal themes.
Yeah.
The story of two guys from Compton making it big
Right.
resonates with people,
It does.
no matter their background.
It's a reminder that anything is possible
Yeah.
with hard work and determination.
And it's just a damn good song.
It really is.
It's catchy,
Uh-huh.
it's energetic, it's thought-provoking.
Totally.
It's a classic for a reason.
We've covered a lot of ground today.
Yeah.
From the song's commercial success
Yeah.
and cultural impact to its lyrical depth and musical brilliance.
But there's still one important aspect we haven't touched on yet.
Okay.
The lasting legacy of How We Do.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
How has this song continued to influence hip-hop and popular culture in the years since its release? We'll delve into that and more when we come back for the final part of our deep dive. Welcome back to the final part of our deep dive into How We Do. It's amazing how this one song has sparked so many different conversations.
Oh, I know, it's incredible.
Yeah, we've talked about the themes of hustle, success, staying true to your roots,
Right.
and the complexities of navigating newfound wealth and status.
Yeah, it's a lot to unpack.
It really is.
But How We Do also touches on deeper issues.
Oh, really?
Like class conflict,
Okay.
materialism,
Interesting.
and even the commodification of hip-hop culture itself.
And it does all that while still being a banger. That gets people on the dance floor.
For sure.
It's a reminder that hip-hop is more than just entertainment.
Absolutely.
Wow.
It's an art form that can challenge us,
Yeah.
inspire us, and make us think critically about the world around us.
So what does all this mean for you listening right now? Why should you care about a song that came out almost 20 years ago?
Because How We Do isn't just about a song.
Oh, hey.
It's about understanding a cultural moment,
Yeah.
a genre,
Right.
and the stories of the artists who shaped them.
It's about appreciating the evolution of hip-hop.
Right.
And recognizing how music can connect with us
Yeah.
on both a personal and
Absolutely.
societal level.
And it's about starting conversations,
Right.
asking questions,
Yeah.
and challenging our own assumptions.
How We Do was more than just a hit.
For sure.
It was a statement,
Yeah.
a declaration of ambition,
Right.
a celebration of success,
Mhm.
and a reflection of the social landscape of its time.
It's a song that continues to resonate today because it speaks to universal themes
Yeah,
of struggle, triumph, and the complexities of identity
it does.
in a world obsessed with wealth and status.
We hope this deep dive has given you a new perspective
Yeah.
on how we do, but also on the broader context of hip-hop culture.
We'd love to hear your thoughts. What stood out to you? What memories or associations do you have with this song? Share your comments below, and let's keep the conversation going.
And as always, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. The podcast sponsor is in the description below, so go and check them out. Thanks.